Love, they say, is a beautiful thing. When you are in love, you always want to be with your partner, and when they are not available, their thought occupies your mind. Without them in your life is incomplete. So what happens if you find yourself in a situation where you fall in love with a co-worker in an organization? Will you be able to cope? My name is Opemiko Bakari.
And I am Aweyemi Rashidat. On to the ladies today, we'll be discussing the topic, working in the same organization as your significant other. Don't go anywhere, we'll be right back. Welcome back, ladies. Working in the same environment as your significant others means you guys will be seeing each other every day. Some employers have policies that are against dating a co-worker or employing someone who is related to an existing worker. Now, for me, I can't deal with something like that because there is this thing called professionalism when you work in an organization. Now, working in an organization with someone you're dating, how would you be able to separate professionalism and your relationship life? I don't think that is a very good idea. I can't deal with it because I know I'm kind of immature and I can't be kind of overprotective when I'm in a relationship. Working in the same organization as my partner would definitely affect my efficiency at work. I don't know if you can cope anyways, but I can.
I cannot cope either because I'm a very jealous lover. I can't take my boyfriend or my partner talking to all the fine girls in the organization and I'll just be there looking at him. We will fight. I don't want to know what you guys are talking about though. In as much as I'm not involved in the conversation, I won't be comfortable. So it cannot work for me too.
Yeah, talking about my efficiency at work. The time I'm supposed to be on my desk, putting things together and doing what I'm supposed to do, I might probably be sitting around one corner, looking at one lady entering into my partner's office. And at some point also, it would also affect my relationship with other colleagues who work together. The ladies we work together, I'll be very, let me say, kind of suspicious around them. I act suspicious around them. I wouldn't want my significant other to have this kind of close relationship with them. Even when they are just talking and smiling, I might just be looking at them like, what are they talking about? And I wouldn't even be much more closer to male colleagues. Even if they want to help me, I wouldn't want them to become kind of close to me because I wouldn't want my partner to start having some kind of misinterpretations about what we're doing. So I can't cope. Professionalism and relationship, they can't work. For me, they can't work.
And one other thing is that if you guys have misunderstanding, if I have misunderstanding with my partner, it's a normal thing to happen in any relationship. It will always tell when I work, like it will affect me working, like I won't be able to concentrate. It means seeing him every day and we are fighting. It will affect my work, my efficiency. Yes, I won't be able to work well, having that kind of feeling in me. So it cannot work for me too.
Someone like me, I'm the type that always goes with the saying, I just have some accolades. Like I really want some accolades for whatever it is I've done. A job well done. So I should be praised for it. So I wouldn't want a situation whereby other colleagues to be like, no, it's because they are dating. Probably my significant other now is kind of superior to me at work. So they might come up with stories like, it's because they are dating, that's why she's being promoted, it's because they are dating. So I wouldn't want stuff like that. I want my accolades to come based on what I've done, the effort I've put in, whatever it is I've done. So I wouldn't want that. So I can't work in the same environment as my significant other.
Some people actually do it and it's work well for them.
Yeah.
In fact, they even give birth, they marry and they give birth. And that's when they will now take this work so much because their income relies on this work and they actually grow future working in the same organization with their partner. But before it will work for them, they would have passed through a lot of things that so many of us cannot endure and we can't actually do. So if you know you are not up to the task, please, my darlings, don't do it because it has a lot of disadvantages compared to the advantage.
I said from the beginning that I'm kind of immature. I can't be overprotective, so I can't. Those people that it actually works for, I think they are kind of reasonably mature.
Yeah,
they know how to separate their relationships from their
very mature.
Yeah, so
one other thing is that if with this economic meltdown, where the economy is very down and the company decides to lay off some workers, and you and your partner happens to be part of those people they will fire, you guys just go back to square zero and start from the scratch. But if you work in different organizations and something like that happens, then you know that, okay, one have to support the other in terms of financial support and help.
Yeah, even if the meltdown would be affecting his own company, I might probably be one of those people that will be shortlisted for them to drop. So at least me, I'll still have my own sort of income. So let's assume we're not working in the same environment and our name is being shortlisted, the two of us. What happens? No, I can't. No, it's not making sense. So I feel it's better to work in different organizations, at least in that kind of a situation.
Yeah, and you know there's this thing they call Annual General Meeting, AGM, that happens in our organization.
All employees come together.
All employees come together and they talk about how the organization would move forward. And you are working there with your partner. Maybe your partner is one of the top 5 bosses there, and you have a suggestion and you raise your points, and it's like, sorry, your conclusion or your suggestion does not really match. Like, you feel embarrassed. Like, you understand? But if it's a regular boss that you have nothing attached to, you don't feel that bad. You feel like, okay, it's still work.
I might probably become the topic of the day. People start talking. When I get home, we are picking up a fight immediately after we finish that meeting. How can you just yab me like that in the presence of other people? No. So it's better. We don't even work in the same place. It's better because I'm working in a different organization, so we even help to bring up this communication. You know, communication helps to strengthen the relationship. Let's assume I work in a different organization, he works in a different one, and I come up, probably we call each other at night and I try to give him gist about what happened. This is what happens today, and my boss yabbed me today. Though I felt kind of embarrassed, but I've got to know, like, but if he's the one, you know, there's nothing to gist about. And at the same time, I'll be mad at him because he yabbed me in the presence of many people. So I can't take it. So it's just better that we work in a different organization. Geez, we have things to talk about. My colleague did this, and someone bought me this, someone did that. But we are spending almost 24 hours together at work.
Same place. You get tired at a point.
9 to 5 every day. 9 to 5 every day. And
the only time you have together is maybe when you have lunch. Maybe there's a break time or something, and you guys go out together. That's when, and there's nothing to still talk about. You just admire your outfit and you admire his, and that's the end.
Do you know, I'll be very cautious of the way I will even dress to work every day. In the morning, I'll just feel, hope this is not too tight, hope he won't complain. But if I'm going to a different organization and it's not there, I'll just I'll dress fine, and what makes me comfortable. It's not what it feels to be very comfortable for me. So no, I can't deal with it.
It's so stressful. Like, you have to take a lot of things in mind just to make this guy happy. And another thing there is, if your fiancé or your partner happens to be a boss too as well, it will tend to bend rules for you. When you make errors, silly errors, and it's so obvious, you just try to she's not deliberate.
Yeah, just like I said, I deserve accolade for what I do.
So much, so let's just bend some. And it's actually cause jealousy.
There is some things like preferential treatment.
They will feel so bad and things don't work out as expected.
Okay, well, I'm not saying you shouldn't work in the same organization as your partner. All they said, some people actually work in the same organization as their significant other, and they do really just fine. So there is nothing wrong with it. But in as much as you guys are reasonably mature, that maturity part really plays an important role in this kind of a situation. So you need to be kind of reasonably mature. You guys should communicate well because lack of communication may actually bring up some kind of misunderstanding. Okay, the guy I was talking to earlier, this is what we were talking about. So you don't give your partner this kind of impression like, I think that guy is asking her out. So when you guys communicate, it will help to clear some misunderstanding.
Sure.
And most importantly, you guys shouldn't gross out your colleagues, other people you work with public display of affection. No. It's wrong. No, like when you're at work, professionalism, maturity, all those things. I kept on clamoring about it. So you can't be at work and it would come to your desk and come and peck you. No, it's wrong. So you guys should be reasonably mature, communicate well, and don't gross out your other colleagues with public display of affection. And I believe you guys will probably be fine. I'm not saying you'll be fine, no. You would probably be fine with working in the same environment as your significant other. Thanks for joining us on today's episode of To the Ladies. Your contributions are highly welcome, and we'll be expecting to see more comments under the comment section.
And we hope you enjoyed today's episode of To the Ladies on Remote TV. You can reach us on our social media platforms, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram as Official Remote TV. Don't forget to like, click on the subscribe button and share. You can also reach us on our website at www.remotetv.com.ng. I remain my beautiful self, Okpempo.
And I am Aweyemi Rashidat. Thanks for joining us.
Bye.